Hello, I'm Rachel from Strategic Solutions Chartered Financial Planners. Welcome to our video exploring equity release. We are a firm of independent financial advisors. Our head office is in Bournemouth, but we have advisors all along the south coast. We're a firm of chartered financial planners, in fact the largest in Dorset. This means we need to have more qualifications and subscribe to higher levels of ethical practices than other firms do. We're authorised by the Financial Conduct Authority to provide advice on equity release. We have a team of specialist advisors who are qualified in this area and will help you to identify your priorities and advise on the best solution to meet your needs. Although day to day we give advice across a wide range of areas, we are here today just to talk about equity release and specifically to help guide you as to whether equity release is the right product for you. This video is purely educational to help you explore the options around potentially releasing equity from your home. This video should only be regarded as guidance and does not constitute advice in itself. Releasing equity from your home is a big decision and so should not be taken lightly. In this video we will help to give you an idea of what equity release is, the different types of equity release products available, and explore some potential alternative options. Alongside watching this video, you must take the time to read our equity release guidance document that can be found on our website. This explores in more detail the different equity release options and explores some of the subjects we will look through today, but in more detail. Here at Strategic Solutions, we have a team of equity release specialists who have all the required qualifications to provide advice in this area. We pride ourselves on taking the time to ensure that the advice we are giving with regards to equity release is up to date, correct, and ultimately compliant and in line with what is expected from our regulator. We have a dedicated internal equity release committee which looks to meet at least quarterly to review any changes in our processes. So, what is equity release? Equity release is the generic term for several different products whose aim is to enable people over the age of 55 to gain access to the equity in their home. For some individuals in retirement, their largest asset is their home. Yet whilst they may have a large amount of equity in their home, they may not have much in the way of income. In other words, they are asset rich, cash poor. When access to capital is required, the only option is to sell the property by downsizing to a home of lesser value to release the excess. However, some people do not wish to move home and equity release can provide an alternative solution. The most common way of achieving this is to take out an equity release mortgage with a lender. The amount you can potentially borrow is based on your age and the value of your property. The products often roll up interest and end when the last party to the mortgage goes into a care home or passes away. It's important to remember that any type of equity release contract will erode and in some cases completely remove the residual value of the property at the end of the contract. Let's explore the types of equity release products available. Firstly, there is a roll-up lifetime mortgage. This has the following features. You borrow an initial amount based on your age, property value and needs. The interest rolls up with no repayments required. At the point the last owner enters long-term care or passes away, the total borrowed amount plus rolled up interest is repaid to the lender. The amount you owe will increase each year. If you don't want to take all the money up front as a one-off lump sum, you can take a smaller initial amount and draw down further cash from a pre-arranged facility. This is known as a drawdown lifetime mortgage. Next, there is an interest-serviced lifetime mortgage. This works the same way as the roll-up mortgage, except here you pay the interest each month, so the debt remains level rather than increasing. Finally, there is a home reversion scheme. This is not a mortgage. Instead, you sell some or all of your property to a lender for a fixed price. There is no debt, but you do not own the portion that you have sold and instead become a tenant in the property. The provider therefore benefits from any increase in property values after the sale. Full details of all the positives and negatives of these products can be found in our equity release document that you should read alongside watching this video. Equity release should not be taken lightly, and it's very important that all alternative options are explored and considered. You might be able to achieve your goals with one of the following solutions that would have less of an impact than an equity release contract. Do you have any other assets, such as cash, investments or pensions? We can help you assess these assets to see if they are sufficient to achieve your goal. Would you consider downsizing? This way you would not need to get into debt. Could your family provide you with financial support? Again, this removes any debt burden or initial costs in setting up an equity release plan. Are you entitled to any benefits that you are not currently claiming? Your local Citizens Advice Bureau may be able to assist with this. Would you rent out a room in your home? You could earn up to £7,500 per year without paying tax. Finally, are you eligible to receive support from your local council, charity or home improvement agency to get assistance if the reason to release equity is for home improvements? Before deciding if equity release is for you, you should ask yourself the following questions. How much do I need to borrow? Remember, the more you take out, the faster the debt will increase. Do I need the money now, or could I wait a few years? The longer you have the debt, the higher the repayment at the end of the contract. Do I need to borrow the full amount now, or in stages, which would reduce the amount of debt built up? Can I service the interest of the loan with my income and make either contractual monthly repayments or voluntary repayments? How will my beneficiaries feel about this, and how important is it for me to leave an inheritance? You need to be aware that the longer the debt is outstanding, the higher the chance of leaving little or no value in your home. For this reason, we always want to ensure that your family and beneficiaries are kept informed throughout the process and are aware of your intention to potentially release equity from your home. Finally, ask yourself if by releasing capital in your home, will any means-tested benefits you receive, such as pension credit, help with healthcare costs or council tax support, be affected. Note that holding a cash lump sum rather than spending it straight away could impact these benefits, and it's important to get benefits checked prior to taking out equity release. Be aware of any hidden impacts, such as the impact of care costs. Equity release may not be suitable to help you meet care costs, as it is designed to be repaid when you move permanently into a care home. If you are currently receiving a care package or receive one in the future, the capital released from equity release and any potential income from this capital may mean you need to pay more towards your care. Whilst the capital is in your home, it is excluded from a financial assessment for means-tested benefits. If you take equity release and immediately gift the proceeds to your family, the local authority may say you have deliberately deprived yourself of capital and may still take this capital into account if you require a means test for care. Our advice process is designed around you and involves the following steps. Step 1. You've already started this. This stage is purely educational. Watching this video and reading our equity release document to give you an idea as to whether you feel you need to pursue Step 2. Step 1 is guidance only. Step 2. Here we will find out lots more about you, including your circumstances, family, expenditure, financial needs, plans and goals. We will look at what other assets you have to meet those goals, talk to you about financial risks and complete an equity release risk questionnaire. All this is to determine if equity release is the right product for you. Step 3. This is our formal recommendation tailored to your needs. We will take all the information you have provided and research the market for the most suitable product and provider for you. You will receive a formal report that will explain in depth the highlights and any potential risks of the recommendation. We strongly recommend you have a family member or third party involved at this stage. If you decide to proceed, we will work with you to complete all the forms and submit these to the provider. We will also continue to support you throughout the underwriting process, which will likely include a valuation of your property. You will also need to appoint a solicitor to deal with the smooth completion of this transaction. For the previous steps, we have a clear charging system. Step 1 is free of charge. This is entirely led by you. You must watch this video and read our equity release document for you to decide whether to proceed to the chargeable stages. Charging for steps 2 and 3 is a one-off, non-refundable fee of £795, which will be payable directly to Strategic Solutions. Strategic Solutions will also receive commission directly from the equity release provider if the transaction goes ahead. The commission is not payable if you do not go ahead, although property valuation and solicitor fees may still be charged separately, which you might be liable for. All of this will be clearly detailed in your formal recommendation. Hopefully this video has helped you understand what is involved when exploring your equity release options. Our process is entirely based on you, your circumstances and what you are looking to achieve. Please remember that you might be significantly reducing the value of your estate, and the overall cost may be more than other options such as downsizing. If you wish to speak with us regarding your options, please do get in touch.